Hello folks, today I'd like to talk to you about Genesis. No, not that Genesis. Ew, definitely not that Genesis. Ugh. No, Genesis in the Darksiders series. What? At E3, the studio that is currently headed up by Joe Mad, the creator, the original artist behind Darksiders, they have announced a new game. And there is, I can just pull this up, ping, a cinematic teaser trailer. A cinematic teaser trailer that I have not yet watched. So there's going to be some interesting things in here for sure. This is on IGM's website. I've avoided looking at any bits and pieces about this whatsoever, so I don't know what to expect, apart from the fact that Strife is the lead character. From the fact that it's called Genesis, there's the clear implication that it's the start of something. So I'm going to make an assumption that this is based back in time, back before any of the events of the Darksiders games as we know them. But let's take a look anyway at what this is like.
Not yet rated.
Airship Syndicate, that's the name of the people. Ooh, that is a big door. And here we have our cowboy, Strife. I like that.
You come into my place alone, threaten me, and think you're just walking out of here.
Oh, I'm not alone.
I've got my guns. What? So they've gone like isometric. And War. War is clearly part of this. That's a really cool logo. And I like how they've gone for the kind of disintegrating original version of the logo as well. Any more? Okay, not an awful lot there. Let's just take a quick flick back. I think Strife's got a different voice, and he's got very much a kind of McCree from Overwatch cowboy style voice.
Strife, you come into my place alone, threaten me, and think you're just walking out of here.
Oh,
I like the additional layering of that demon's voices as well. So one head was speaking on its own, and then multiple heads started joining in and adding to that. And yeah, Strife's accent here.
oh, I'm not alone.
That voice actor sounds familiar. I don't think it's good as that, but he's got War with him. So we've got some action RPG, very much kind of Diablo-esque. Let's slow this down and mute it for the moment. So we've got, yeah, this kind of top-down, very much a Greed's Realm style thing here. Now, I've been saying for a long time about how difficult Strife might be to pull off in a Darksiders game and not irritate people because he's shooty. But as a kind of Demon Hunter-esque ranged character, he works perfectly. In fact, he looks a little bit too Demon Hunter-esque there, actually. Dropping mines and stuff. Big ranged column AoE by the look of it. And we've got little bits of War in there as well. So is it going to be co-op? There's his blades. Just seeing if we can get any more kind of indications of what kind of move set Strife might have. Wonder whether Strife has Strafe. So maybe War's just a co-op partner. So he's got a targeted attack, firing both barrels. Cartridges flying out there. Some kind of repelling shots. Looks like he's firing some of the blasts. Now, interesting that we've got, again, War in the background there, but we've got a lot of the platforming, the parkour elements of Darksiders, but from a more fixed perspective. It's possible that this means that it cuts down on resource costs and development costs, possibly. But also allows us, we've still got the grapple. There's very much a kind of spin to win strafe move, very similar to the Demon Hunter in Diablo, which this very much reminds me of. We've got kind of a Greed's Realm style thing. But a lot of these environments look kind of derivative, realistically, of things that have been done in Diablo 3. But since Diablo 3 is pretty much a dead game at this point. Don't get me wrong, I like Diablo 3 and still play it on the regular. But, you know, this very much reminds me of the Butcher's lair. And that even, to an extent, reminds me of kind of one of the Torment symbols. So we've got some mines that have been dropped there. Again, very much like caltrops for the Demon Hunter. War coming in from the side there. We've got some vaulting. Dropping the mines. That reminds me very much of kind of the Wizard's disintegration beam attack. And again, some mines in the background. We've got some snowy levels here. So this is very clearly away from the apocalypse on Earth, which I think a lot of people will be quite happy about because they kind of feel like that's been done for now. War in the thick of things. Dash moves. War punting somebody up into the air there. Knock back on his pistol. That's a crossblade attack. Who actually threw that crossblade? Was it War? Or was it Strife? Yeah, I think it was War that threw it. Yeah. Still got the souls coming out, the different types of souls. So it can't be, you know, super Diablo-like. Not sure what happened in that last little bit. So that's War's Wrath attack. Yeah, and it's just ping-ponging through a lot of different things there. So, not a huge amount to be gleaned from that. Coming from THQ Nordic, published by Airship Syndicate, who are Joe Mad's studio, who created the Battlechasers RPG. I've had my suspicions for a while that Joe Mad was involved in something Darksiders related. After he redesigned Fury, and I think did a little bit of an update on Strife, it was like, is he still involved in something? He's been quite supportive of them on social media, as you'd expect him to be, really. But it's like, is he going to get involved in something? Because as far, you know, after Battlechasers was out, it's like the studio's been quite quiet. What are they working on now? Coming out on Xbox One, PS4, Switch, doesn't surprise me, Steam, and the new Google Stadia, which, to be honest, I don't know a huge amount about or care a huge amount about because I have a gaming PC for a reason. So it's coming out on all the major consoles and on the PC. Hopefully the PC port will be decent. I like the logo. I like the kind of blockiness of the kind of typical Darksiders horseman face. Question that I'm sure people are going to raise is, where are the horses? Are the horses in this kind of action RPG, isometric action RPG? We weren't shown any in the trailers, but of course that doesn't mean there aren't any. Are there going to be cinematic quality cutscenes like this as we go through? Don't know. But judge it, that looks like a Ghostbusters trap. But just from what we've got here, it does seem to be kind of very. Oh, I've still got the playback speed down at normal, haven't I? But in terms of, you know, what we've got here, Strife and War versus a load of demons is what it looks like. So it is very much Diablo, but with, you know, the similar trappings of the franchise so far. Either way, we don't have much in the way of information beyond that, but it looks pretty cool, and it's nice that we get some Darksiders news. Speaking of Darksiders news, the second DLC for Darksiders 3 has also been announced for July. We don't know a great deal more details about that yet, but that is also coming in a couple of months. There's been the title card image released, and that's about it. So we've got that to look forward to. Obviously, Darksiders 3 is Gunfire Games. This is Airship Syndicate. So whether there will be any crossover at all, whether they have been working together in any way, shape or form, we don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I thought I'd just bring you this quick news video to tell you what's all going on, because I know people clamour quite regularly in my comments about what's going on Darksiders related. The Envision community, gaming community website has got a little article about Genesis, and it says the following: from the dawn of creation, the council has maintained the balance across existence. We know this. Carrying out the orders of the four horsemen, Nephilim, blah blah blah. Power comes at a tragic cost. The horsemen were ordered to use their newfound strength to wipe out the rest of their kind. We find out all about that, obviously, in Darksiders 2. What followed was a bloody battle on Eden, where the horsemen, obeying the will of the council, annihilated the Nephilim. We have found out all about that in Darksiders 2. But there's more. Still reeling from the events on Eden, War and Strife have been given a new assignment. Lucifer, the enigmatic and deceptive demon king, has been plotting to upset the balance by granting power to master demons throughout hell. War and Strife must hunt down these masters, gather information, and ultimately fight their way through a tangled demonic conspiracy that threatens to forever upset the balance and unravel all of creation. Now, of course, we know that there's no real stakes here, narratively speaking, because whatever the masters are planning, we know does not happen. However, Lucifer as an antagonist has only really been hinted at for a very long time. He's been the guy in the after credits sequence for a considerable amount of time. So we don't really know a huge amount about him, and we've never actually seen him on screen. It's possible, therefore, that we might see a little bit more of Lilith in this, because it's the right time frame, for it. So a conspiracy that threatens to forever upset the balance and unravel all of creation. Is this the conspiracy that has been continuing onwards and is still, theoretically, playing into Lucifer's hands? Darksiders Genesis is an action-adventure that tears its way through hordes of demons, angels, and everything in between on its way to hell and back, with guns blazing and swords swinging. Genesis gives players their first look at the world of Darksiders before the events of the original game, as well as introduces the Horseman Strife. The first look at the world of Darksiders before the events of the original game in video game form, because obviously we have seen various bits and pieces about the world of Darksiders, the universe of Darksiders, before the original games in the graphic novel and the Abomination Vault story. War and Strife have been given a new assignment. Lucifer has been plotting to grant power to master demons throughout hell. War and Strife must hunt down these masters. Fight your way through a tangled conspiracy. Are these... These don't seem to be working for whatever reason. So there we go. A little bit of extra... Oh. A little bit of extra information. But those aren't working. Helpful. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this informative. If you did, please remember to leave a like to support the channel. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, in the comments below, tell me what you think of Darksiders Genesis, and go wild with the speculation as to what the Genesis thing is referring to. Where is the Genesis coming from? Catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.